Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience. Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
Tammy, you're next with us on the show. How can I help?
In December, I had a problem with my throat. All at once, it felt like a Charlie horse was in the left side of my throat. And I actually went to the emergency room because it happened 3 times. They told me it was a gland in my throat that produced saliva that had become stopped up. And I still have problems. And when I open my mouth, I can only see my right tonsil.
Okay, and so did they tell you to do anything, or they just?
The doctor that I saw that night just kind of laughed it off and said to get some sour candy and hold it to the left side of my mouth, and then it would help produce the saliva that I needed to swallow, because I couldn't talk, I couldn't swallow anything. And I actually thought I had something lodged in my throat.
Sure. Oh yeah. And this happened how long ago?
It happened December the 6th, this past December.
And so how are you doing now?
Well, I have, I can tell it every day that it doesn't feel right. I have some days where that it's difficult to swallow without me wetting my throat, drinking something to, it feels, even now, I can tell that it's not right. And if I put my 2 fingers under my jaw, next to the jawbone, it's right there.
Okay. So that's typically a parotid gland.
Yes.
And that gets backed up. Yeah. Parotid gland can get backed up. And that's why I told you the old sour candy deal is kind of an old way to handle that. And there's nothing really they can do. So he's right on that. So it just, does it still feel like does it feel hard, or
no?
Is it sore?
Tender. Just tender.
And have you been doing anything sour to keep working on that area?
Occasionally. I really don't like candy.
Yeah,
at all.
You don't really need to do that. Lemons work very well.
Yeah, and I don't like to hold it in my mouth because of my teeth. So if I have to, I do. The first couple of weeks, I did sour candy continuously almost.
You don't want to do the candy.
It's when I need it.
Yeah, one thing that works really great when you get a blocked parotid gland, I'm not a big fan of the whole sour candy thing. That's just something that, you hear a lot of family docs will tell you, and it's not a bad thing. It's just I'm like you, I don't like getting all the sugar. So if you do a whole lemon squeezed, actually 2 whole lemons in about 8 ounces of water, it's a lot. But you do that and kind of drink that slowly. Drink it every morning. It'll do 2 things. One, it helps push and detoxify the liver. It stimulates phase 1 and phase 2 liver detoxification. So which is a great thing. And so you do that in the mornings, but also it's going to really, really work on those parotid glands, get them secreting saliva and that sort of thing. So the other question I had, though, I'm curious, is it only in your throat and that one side that bothers you, or does your whole mouth get really dry?
My whole mouth does get dry, and I really don't realize it until, and I work like the guy before, I work 10 and 12-hour days, and I can be working, and all at once it's just difficult to swallow, and that's when I realize I've got to wet my throat.
Okay. I would go back and do they want to do any testing at all, or do they just kind of leave it at that?
He just kind of laughed it off. It was an older doctor, and I was really frightened. But after it went through that, it was like a Charlie horse in my throat. And, after it eased up and I calmed down, and maybe a good hour later in the emergency room, I got my voice back. He came in a couple of times, and he just laughed it off and just said, stop on the way home and get you some sour candy. You'll be good.
And it has gotten better since, really?
Well, it has, to the point where that I don't have that that Charlie horse feeling, because when that happened, I had to tilt my head back, and you could feel a knot there.
But now it's just more subtle. Now it's just more subtle, and it bothers you.
I'm sorry?
Now it's just more subtle.
Yes, and always there. I can tell it all the time.
Yeah, I would actually go and maybe see someone else, find a different family doctor and go see them just to chat with them so they can examine it. Again, this is one of those things where we can talk about it, and I can tell you a lot of, might be's and could be's. But when it comes down to that, I'm really comfortable. I think you ought to just see it, maybe a different doctor, get a different take on it, and let them do just a basic exam. They may do some blood work and all that. But that can play a big role. There's some conditions with dry mouth and all you may want to have them test for, Sjögren's, but that's a shot in the dark. I mean, there's a lot of other symptoms that go along with that. It's kind of an autoimmune-based reaction in the body. So anyway, I wouldn't really worry too much about something of that extreme, but it is one of the main symptoms with what you're talking about. But again, if he wasn't worried about it, I would just find someone else just to give you peace of mind more than anything. And sometimes it takes time to shake out. Look at the lemon water. Lemon water will help tremendously. Plus, it's got a lot of other great health benefits. But it's another hour in the charts. I'm your health and lifestyle coach. Go tell one person something you learned on this show, and together we can change the health of our friends, our families, and our communities. You're listening to a show that helps you get well, stay well, and live well. We're diagnosing hope one person at a time.
Hi, it's Dr. Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you with your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is cover the small shipping and handling cost. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. Yes, I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you live stronger, longer. Remember, I'll pay for the book. All you do is cover the small shipping and handling cost. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com and get your free book today.